soldiers are supporting the police in conducting stop and search operations at entrances to gang-ridden Manenberg. The delay in deployment was to complete paperwork, which is now in order, and the mission is on track. Our reporter Mariska Botha joins us now. Mariska, a very good evening to you. Thank you very much for speaking to us on these latest developments. Let's first start with where exactly have we seen the SANDF? Some have reported in several parts of the Western Cape. We're speaking about Manenberg. Where else?
We are currently in Hanover Park. This must be the fifth stop that we accompanied the SANDF on. They're doing, as you said, their stop and searches. We followed them to blocks of flats where they conducted raids, and we saw them taking one person away in handcuffs. We also saw them confiscating tick lorries, and as they're standing guard, of course, the SABC is moving in to conduct those raids. We're standing in a small little narrow street in Hanover Park at this moment, where there's 5 armored vehicles parked here, and as we understand, there's police members inside the homes that are on either side of the road busy conducting raids. They were deployed at around 2 o'clock this afternoon, and they started their deployment in Manenberg, where they stopped and searched people that entered and left the area of Manenberg. And right now we're in Hanover Park, and we understand this will be a leapfrogging exercise tonight between the two areas, as far as we know, throughout the night.
Mariska, it must be quite a thing to behold. I mean, just looking at visuals of those residents who are obviously quite jubilant, but what does it look and feel like for residents?
Well, we were now about half an hour ago when we arrived in Hanover Park with the big convoy. People were literally running down the street, screaming and shouting, cheering, welcoming them. The children are running up and down. You're actually seeing people smiling. And the majority of the people that we spoke to, all of them said they welcome the deploy of the SANDF. They believe that this will mean there will be peace in the areas for the duration of the deployment. And they hope that for a while at least their lives could return to some form of normality. So definitely they were welcomed in all the areas where we visited. There were a few people that were irate with all the stop and searches. One lady telling us it's the third time that she was stopped, and they shouldn't be treating civilians that way. But for the most part, people are telling us they're very happy about the deployment. And I could actually go as far as saying the people we saw in Hanover Park were actually jubilant and welcoming the SANDF with open arms.
But then again, Mariska, therein lies the rub, isn't it? The length of the deployment of the SANDF and the long-term impact of it. Do we know what the plans are following these stop and searches? Do we know what the plan is for the SAPS and the SANDF going forward?
Right now, we don't know much else than what we're seeing at the moment. We don't know what form the greater deployment will take, because both the ministries of defense and police is keeping mum. All we know is what we've seen thus far, stop and searches, and which areas will be next, we don't know. We understand that Minister Becky Cele gave a list of 10 areas where these kind of operations will take place. But as of now, there's not much more than what we've seen. But I must say, certainly, the SANDF and the police officers that are here, they're not hostile towards us. They actually leave us to do our job, leave us to speak to people, leave us to take pictures. So thus far, everything is going well. But as you asked, we just don't know at this point what the greater deployment will be.
Mariska, thank you very much. Speaking to us in Hanover Park and Manenberg, that's where they are. Mariska Botha, SABC.